What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, back with another news video and going over all the stuff that leaked this weekend as well as late last night. And before I go over some of the highlights, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, for some of the highlights, we have a first look at the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 sample, as well details on the Air Jordan 1 High OG Paisley. In this video, there's a lot more from Jordan brand, a good amount from Nike, and one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. We now have a release date for the Yeezy Boost 380 Yecoraite. Now, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% positive on that, but for those that want to purchase, they will release on January 16th, and the retail price will be $230. Also, this pair will be available in full family sizing. I believe that this is our first look at the Sacai Nike Blazer Low in classic green. Now, previously we did see a preview, but that pair is said to be a sample, and this is the retail release. Now, I don't have 100% confirmation on this. It is possible that we could see another change to this shoe, but the pair comes dressed in a medium gray, classic green, and white colorway. Once again, the pair features a double theme. We have double swoosh logos, double tongues. One part I do like about the tongue is the outside tongue. It has a vintage vibe to it, and then the tongue on the inside, it's in a shade of blue. Other than that, we have green on one of the swoosh, the other is done in white, green and blue on the layered eye stay, and then green and white laces. Also releasing is a pair that comes dressed in white and magma orange. Now, we don't have a specific release date for the two, but they are expected to release sometime in February 2021, and the retail price will be $120 each. Foamposites are really trying to make a comeback. There's still some fans of the model, but for the most part, they're not the same as they once were. And when I say that, it's not to take a shot at the shoe, because I do know, like I mentioned, there is some loyal fans, but more so, I don't think that Nike is giving people what they want. There was a time frame when they would just flood the market with various colorways, and one of the pairs that over the years have for the most part seemed to impress is the All-Star release. Here we have a look at the Nike Air Foamposite 1 All-Star 2021. Actually, I do believe I shared images of this in a previous video, and the specific images you're looking at, this is actually the kids version. So this would be the Little Posit 1. However, there is an adult version that is also releasing. Now, as far as the new information, we now have a release date, and they are scheduled to debut on February 11th. The retail price will be $230. Overall, I think this pair looks solid. I'm kind of curious to see, since a lot of shoes are being bought up really fast, more so Jordans and a lot of Nikes, but I wonder about some of these upcoming Foamposites. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comment section below. In 2020, I let you guys know that the Nike Air Griffey Max 1 Freshwater would be making a return in 2021. Shortly after that, official images leaked, and that was pretty much it. We knew that a release was going to happen, just not when. Now that has changed. We do have a release date, and this pair is scheduled to drop on February 15th. So the pair is going to drop during what would be All-Star Weekend. I'm still not even sure what they're doing with the 2021 All-Star Weekend, so if anybody knows, let me know in the comment section below. Also, this pair should be a GR. They should be available at most foot sites. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to sit on shelves, because again, I know there's a ton of hype for this shoe, which is kind of crazy because every time prior to this upcoming release, they sat. I was able to get a pair very easy, and I'm sure a lot of people were as well. But February 15th is the release date, and the retail price will be $170. We now have a first look at the Nike Dunk Low Free 99. Now, this is the white pair. There's also a black pair releasing, and as far as the color scheme goes, it is on point compared to the mock-up. Now, originally, the pair was supposed to have a fur liner, but Nike decided to go away with it. And one thing you may notice is the tongue. Now, this isn't an SB. This is just a standard dunk, but the tongue does have padding in it. Other than that, the shoes have a mismatched theme. And yes, as you can see, it's unfinished. Also, the insoles, they have a unique graphic. It reads free 99 and it's meant to resemble price labels, something that would be stamped on a product. And to me, this pair somewhat reminds me of the Nike SB Dunk Low eBay. I believe that there was only 2 pairs created and one was auctioned off on eBay, and then the other pair was cut up. Currently, no release date. Originally, they were expected to debut in January, but now they've been pushed and will release sometime during summer 2021. The retail price will be $110. In the last video, I spoke on Hiroshi Fujiwara showcasing a Nike Dunk High on his Instagram. Now, the image was in black and white, so we couldn't tell what the actual colorway was. Now we have more information, and during fall 2021, his brand Fragment along with Nike are going to bring back the Dunk High City Pack. For those that don't know, the City Pack originally released back in 2010, and it consists of 3 pairs, one for New York, one for Beijing, and one for London. The good news is that all 3 pairs will return. The New York pair comes dressed in midnight navy, black and white. The Beijing pair comes dressed in wine, black and white. And then for London, the pair comes dressed in vivid pink, tor yellow, and white. Now the images you're looking at is the 2010 release, and they are expected to return like this. However, that's not 100% confirmed. And as you can see, each pair has a mismatched theme. They also have Fragment's lightning bolt logo by the heel. And possibly the only difference from the original release compared to the retro is that the retro features text that reads FA21, standing for fall 2021. Although we don't have a specific release date for the 3, they are expected to debut during fall 2021, and the retail price will be $150 each. Recently, official images of the Air Jordan 4 Starfish arrived, and I did want to showcase that with you guys. And other than the new images, there really isn't any new information. All of it is still the same. Now, if this is a pair you're interested in grabbing, they will debut on January 21st, and the retail price will be $190. Also, this is a women's exclusive release. When I heard that they were releasing this pair, I definitely envisioned something different. I'm not saying this is a bad shoe, it's definitely not for me, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Jordan Brand announced the release date for the Air Jordan 5 Low Chinese New Year. They also provided some additional images which shows how the shoes look with the upper removed, so you can see the various graphics used on the base. And for this pair, I definitely like how it looks with the upper removed. It is loud, but I feel like as far as just looking at it, it looks very creative, artistic. And then when you have the canvas on the upper, it looks a little bit plain. I don't know, that's just my opinion. As for the release date, that stays the same. January 23rd is when they'll release, and the retail price will be $215. After images leaked here and there, we finally have a detailed look at the Air Jordan 1 High OG Light Fusion Red. So for the most part, what I'm getting from a lot of people is that they don't seem to like the shoe, but we are months away until they release, so people's opinions can and probably will change. I guess I'm more looking at it as if you're interested in buying them, then how difficult will it be for you to get your hands on them? But times have definitely changed when it comes to buying a shoe, so even though people may dislike it, that doesn't matter anymore. A lot of people are just buying them up to resell because this is still an Air Jordan 1. We know the hype that the model has. And for those that want to grab this pair, they drop on June 21st, and the retail price will be $170. Detailed images of the Air Jordan 3 Cool Gray recently leaked. Prior to this, we did have a solid look at the shoes. Also, Jordan Brand officially unveiled them, part of their spring 2021 collection. I believe it was spring. And a release is nearing. It will take place towards the end of the month. And I'll admit, with these images, I'm definitely liking the shoes even more. I do have the original release. I've always liked the colorway. I just felt that the retro, it looked very dark in images, but then again, it's just images, so definitely glad to see these photos. Also, I'm seeing a lot of pairs going around that around the toe, the elephant print is extremely high. It's almost past, or in some cases, it is past the stitching. And in my opinion, those have to be fake. So just be careful out there if you're going to buy a pair early. Personally, I would wait until the release. If you do want to get them early, possibly just wait a week. And for those that want to grab them, they drop on January 30th and the retail price will be $190. Also, this pair will be available in full family sizing. I'll be honest, there isn't any new information for the Air Jordan 6 Carmine. However, we do have new images, and since I'm really excited about the pair, and I know there's a good amount of other people that are as well, I just want to showcase the new photos. Also with this look, you can see the packaging. It will be in the OG box. And just a few different angles of the shoe. This is another pair that will drop in February. February, that month, is stacked with releases. We have the Carmine, which a lot of people are going to go after. We have the University Blue Air Jordan 1, potentially the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1, the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Neutral Gray, the Air Jordan 1 High OG Silver Toe, and then we have the Air Jordan 5 Anthracite. And that's just for now. It's very possible that more pairs will soon leak. Obviously, Jordan Brand is going to have a full lineup for All-Star Weekend, probably have a couple releases for Valentine's Day, and much more. So, for this pair, they will debut on February 13th. They will also be available in full family sizing, and the retail price will be $200. I believe it was last week we received a first look at the Air Jordan 1 High OG Shadow 2.0. It was just the one photo, and you could tell that something was cropped out in the background. It had this ugly, weird teal design. And a few days ago, additional photos came out, and I'll be honest, they are not the best images, but it does show off a few different angles. And I'm sure within the week, possibly next week, we will be getting a detailed look, something a lot nicer to look at. And for the release info, May 15th is when they're scheduled to release. It's very possible that the release date gets pushed back or forward, and the retail price will be $170. I'm definitely a fan of this pair. Of course, I like the OG Shadow, but this is a nice follow-up to that, if you even want to call it that. The shade of gray is a bit lighter, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you came here for the Air Jordan 1 High OG Paisley, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But first, I need to speak on the Air Jordan 1 High KO Paisley. Now, this came out of nowhere, just leaked yesterday. And to briefly go over the pair, it does feature a Paisley-like print across the upper, constructed with a mixture of canvas and leather. We have a dark blue across the base and then black detailing throughout. Completing the look is a white midsole and black rubber outsole. So as for this pair, they are rumored to release sometime spring 2021, and the retail price should be $140. Now, let's move on to the Air Jordan 1 High OG Paisley. I've been talking with a lot of people. I reached out to my person who I get a lot of information from as well. I shared the KO with the individual who told me this information about the high, and they had confirmed to me that what they saw was a high OG and not a KO. When I first saw the images, I thought that information might have been relayed to me incorrect, not on his part. Maybe there was just a communication error on my part or something, but nope, he told me that's what he saw. Now, shortly after that, I talked to Mr. Unloved Ones. For those that don't know, he leaks a lot of information as well. And what he told me was that there is a sample that was made of the Paisley Air Jordan 1. Allegedly, that sample has patent leather. And I'll be entirely honest, I'm not sure how it's going to look. If it's going to resemble this Photoshop or something totally different. By the way, the Photoshop is just used to represent what the release could look like. And then there's a few things that could come from this. It's possible that Jordan Brand could be releasing a Paisley pack. And if that's the case, it's possible also that the Air Jordan 1 High OG, the release has been pushed back. I'm not sure until when, but I should have more information soon. Also, another option, which I really hope this isn't the case, Jordan Brand decided to scrap this release. I think that would be the worst case scenario. Again, it is possible. There's been a ton of releases that have been canceled for 2020, and I'm sure that's going to be the case for 2021. Anyways, the original time frame that I was told that this pair would release is spring 2021. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case anymore, and the retail price when they drop, or if they drop, will be $170. Like always, as soon as I have more information, I'll make sure to share that with you guys. And let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. Do you still want to see the Paisley Air Jordan 1 High OG release, or are you not a fan of the theme? Earlier, when I was speaking on the Air Jordan 6 Carmine, I was listing all these shoes that we're going to release during February, and one of the pairs that I forgot to mention that's rumored to release in February is the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 in British Khaki. Now, Bloody Osiris did show us a first look at the shoes, and the pair you're looking at right now is a sample. As you can see, it is unfinished. It seems like that's been the theme of a lot of leaks lately. And comparing the sample to the first pair we saw, it seems that the British Khaki, it's a little bit darker, but other than that, everything looks pretty much the same. A few other standout features is that we have a translucent tongue. You could also see Cactus Jack branding on it. The outsole is expected to glow in the dark. We also have more Cactus Jack branding that lands on the heel. And since we only have images of one of the shoes, it isn't known if the other shoe will have Nike Air on the heel. So for the release info, they are rumored to release in February, however that isn't confirmed. And the retail price will be $250. Now there's also going to be matching apparel releasing alongside the shoes. Some of those includes canvas pants, pool shorts, a utility vest, button-down top, a hoodie, and a t-shirt. Images of the apparel have yet to leak, and probably in the next few weeks we should get a very solid look at the shoes. Let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comment section below, and comparing to the first Travis Scott Air Jordan 6, which colorway do you like better? For me, I think I like the British Khaki pair a bit more than the medium olive pair. I don't know, I think I just like the khaki shade better on the 6, but maybe I'm just thinking that way because I've seen a ton of images of the olive pair. This is something new and I'm gravitating towards it just because of that, it's new. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. And like I mentioned early on, as soon as I have more information on the Paisley Air Jordan 1 High OG, I'll make sure to update you guys. Once again, I'm going to shoot for 3 uploads this week. I'm really trying to stay consistent in 2021. And if you have ideas for any other type of videos you would like to see, let me know. It's kind of hard to do news videos even 3 days a week. It seems like for sure you can get 2 good videos, but just to ensure 3 uploads, maybe I can add something else into the rotation. I've even thought about doing reviews again, but the reviews wouldn't be like they were before. If I did reviews, I want to do a lot of editing on them, give my plus and minuses on the shoes. So not so much a review, but just more so having fun with it. But yeah, greatly would appreciate that if you could let me know. And before I get out of here, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.